it up.
Welcome back to another Bikes and Brews.
That's what he said.
Yeah.
Yes, we're back. And,
RJ's got one word in so far. We're killing it this time.
So everybody introduced themselves, and
Yeah, ignore your wife's phone call.
totally.
When she watches this, she's going to know.
This came through on my phone. My phone's right here.
It's also
So
right there.
super high tech. It didn't come through on my phone.
You beat it to the punch.
I think I did. Okay. So Ryan, Mr.
Oh, yeah.
Ah, fuck. Sorry.
Oh.
We can get that in post.
We got Mr. Beechner here. We got Raging Jackhammer here. RJ, Mr. Kern, and I'm your Mr. Hostess with the mostest, Carl Hyman. Anyways,
Cupcake for short.
what do we got here today, boys? Your favorite, more IPAs.
Ugh.
This was your choice.
I saw juice, so I bought it because I wanted something that tasted
It's
like
got a
juice.
helmet on. Well, I'm not sure what's going on here. 9.5 percentage. It's going to be screaming. It's going to come out kicking.
Great.
This isn't a hazy. Oh, it's a hazy, so it's not going to be as hoppy as, well, we're going to see. What do you think?
It's going to be kicking the teeth.
It's going to be kicking. This is like going out to the Super Bowl and start chomping on the 50-yard line. I think that's why. I think that's what that's going on with that graphic. It's a Hazy Imperial IPA. Why do they call it Imperial IPA?
You don't get a right to vote.
Not IPAs, it's ABV. Anything above 8.
Above 8 is Imperial.
Imperial.
Oh, that's a good point. I thought that was a
there
malt liquor.
No.
What's a malt liquor definition? Above 12?
Oh, I don't know what that is.
I'm not sure.
Like Mickey's Big Mouth and stuff like that. In Old English, no, that's a beer. Because they can't call it a beer. It's classified as a malt liquor.
I thought it was Schlitz malt liquor.
Schlitz malt liquor. The Bull. We used to call that the Bull in high school.
Oh, I think you're right. Maybe it is higher in alcohol. You know what I was thinking of? Like, what's the other one that sounds like Schlitz?
Shits?
Shots or no, that's
Pabst.
Pabst. Schmidtwicks.
The PBR.
Schmittix.
Yeah, it's called Schlitz malt liquor.
It is. It is a malt liquor.
It's 9% alcohol by volume.
So this is more.
Yeah.
This is going to be so light and just refreshing like summer.
sure.
Light and airy.
Yeah.
There you go.
Great.
Be chivalrous. Give Mr. Jackhammer one of these.
It doesn't smell bad. It smells like it might not be beer.
RJ's been drinking since 3. We're going to keep this going. I love it. I love it. It's time for spring break shirts off.
They
I already
had,
said more words this episode.
Yeah.
they had plenty on tap. So
Oh, where'd you go?
it was
You know Selma's?
Selma's in Ladera.
Selma.
I'm not a big fan of Salmas.
What?
I don't like deep
We
dish
got the
pizza.
last 2 drafts of.
What'd you say?
It's under the sauce.
Yeah.
Where's the cheese? It's under the sauce.
Oh my God, it's this much. Okay, all right. Wait, smell?
Smells juicy.
You're going right for it. Oh, I want to see your facial expression.
I expected much worse.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm smelling lots of citrus.
Yeah, very citrusy.
That's very mild.
It's nice.
It is juice force, so I smell it. Oh, and it isn't. Oh, for 9.5%, that is not kicking you in the teeth.
No,
No,
not
not at
boozy.
all.
What's the IBUs on that thing?
The hell is that?
International Bitterness Units.
Say that 5 times fast.
International Bitterness Units.
International
Okay.
bitterness.
I don't know where that's saying that. You got it?
I
I'll
don't
look it up.
see it on here. It's not on
It's got a beery aftertaste.
What is going on with the Ranger? I want to be like, is that like a flying Ranger graphic skeleton thingy?
It's got a Ranger, but that's a.
Skeleton.
No, that's.
Is it a flying Ranger?
That's Walker, Texas Ranger. He's not aged
That's
well.
a pilot's helmet. I don't know.
That's what I mean, like a flying Ranger, but like the Rangers, like the flying Rangers.
Yeah.
Okay, anyways.
That's nice.
New Belgian.
Yeah, it's only 42 on the IBU.
I like this. It might get a little
not
bit old
super
after
bitter.
a little bit because it's kind of a little bit sweet. But
It
not
gets
over the top.
It gets beerier as you let it sit.
Beerier.
Yeah.
That's a word, by the way. It's a
it
technical
is.
term.
Correct. Highly technical.
It is hazy. It's got a little bit of a head I like. You could care less.
We go saying it again.
I've had 3 sips.
You did? Oh, that's 2 more than half the other beers.
Yeah. It is. It is getting. It is getting old.
Okay. So, anyways, 1 to 10. Ryan Beechner, 1 to 10. Not
On the
like
scale.
not your beer in this world scale.
7.
Ooh,
That's pretty high.
for an IPA?
It's one of the least offensive I've tried.
And it's an IPA.
It smells better than it tastes.
Okay. All right. All right. Okay. Jackhammer.
I'll give that a snowman and a half.
8.5.
Yes.
God, you guys are putting me on the spot right now.
Here comes Carl with an 8.
Snowman. I'm gonna put you off that horse right
Fucking
now.
hate you so much.
It's gonna be 8.25.
8.1.
Good. I'm happy to hear it.
Yeah.
Finally, some diversity from Carl.
I like it. I like it. I might even up that to 8.5.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Plus with the 9.5, I'll be happy to do it. Yeah. Yeah.
I was hoping that would be.
We'll be on the floor in 15 minutes.
You've been on the floor since like 3 o'clock this afternoon. I love it. I love it. All right, let's move on. What are we talking about today, boys?
Pro road racers.
We're going to talk about the whole top of the peloton,
Yes.
or some parts of the peloton, and we're going to talk about who's the hitters, the movers, the shakers.
Okay, who's top 5 for? We'll start with RJ.
Because those days of like Sagan and those guys are gone.
Oh, he's
Froome,
retired.
Let's talk about the modern era. What's going on right now?
Who's your top 5 right now road racer?
Who's your favorite racer right now?
Pro road racer.
Who's your favorite?
And
pro
why is
racer?
it Guillaume Martin?
I'm smiling right now.
Vanderpool.
Oh, okay.
Number 1.
Okay.
Probably.
It's biased. You have his fucking bike.
True. This is true.
Facts.
Who's
You are
second?
riding a Canyon these days, huh?
Yeah.
That's right. Yeah. You like it?
Yeah, love it.
Love it. Like it more than your Factor?
Yes.
Your Factor was heavy though, huh?
It was heavy and not aero.
Yeah, it was an 02.
Because Factor had at one time had like one of the lightest bikes out, and you didn't get that
It was
one.
not that one.
Get that one.
I love it. I love
Did
it.
not get that one.
They did, and it wasn't that.
Yes. So Vanderpool
Right.
and your bike.
Who's the Belgian guy?
Remco?
Remco?
I like Remco.
Okay. Why do you like Remco?
He likes the way he whines.
Do you like his aerotech position when he's
He's a
on
bit
the
of
TT
a
bike?
killer. He's a bit of a killer.
Yeah, yeah. I'll give you that.
When he's not whining.
No.
You want some wine with that cheese?
Yeah. Call the Wambulance.
Totally.
Get him a Wamburger and some French fries.
Yeah.
My third would probably be.
He's trying so hard not to say the 2 most obvious ones.
Yeah, I like Roglic.
Okay.
Okay.
He's
Why do you like Roglic?
he's been my favorite for a while. I like guys who can time trial and climb.
He's good.
Yeah.
He's good. What about the duo?
The 2
The duo.
of the duo.
The Yateses?
Yeah, the Yates brothers.
The Yates brothers.
We're
would
going to shake things up at
say-
Jayco this year.
Yeah, totally.
What's the Dutch guy's name again?
Oh, the Dutch guy.
Vingegaard?
Wout van Aert?
Vingegaard. He would be probably of the 2 top guys. He would be higher than Pogačar.
I think RJ likes him because he's very quiet.
Yes.
Maybe.
Okay.
They both speak in public about the amount.
Right.
Same amount.
So,
I'm not a big
what are your
Pogačar fan.
characteristics that you lead? You're not looking for the climber necessarily. It's somebody that's a little bit more well-rounded.
Yeah, I like a time trialer and
But a lot of the
GC
modern
guy.
guys. Well, I shouldn't say modern. I mean, throughout history, you gotta excel in TT also.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But lately, the last couple tours, you don't have to be great at it.
I'd flipped it a couple times.
Yeah, it did. Like Nairo's not really doing anything in favor for
I'm thinking
himself.
Nairo for green this year.
Totally. Absolutely.
Yes.
I think I got Nairo for the best tuck award on a TT bike.
Definitely a refined, well-honed
Like
position.
putting the the power and the speed and the speedometer's doing this like
Just banging it off the fucking chip.
yeah.
Yeah,
He's laying the power down.
Yeah.
All right. Well, what about you? Let's go to
Okay.
you next.
Top 5. As far as my favorites go, Roglic is definitely right there. The whole story of him like losing the Tour sucked to watch.
What do you mean?
So he got beat out in the final time trial by Pogačar. The first year Pogačar won the Tour, which was kind of like the beginning of his reign of terror.
Yes.
And then he wound up helping Vingegaard to his first win the following year after that. And then the year after crashed out. Now he's changed teams. He got injured at the Tour this year, but he was kind of a non-factor after the whole... when was the big crash? Was it Basque Country this year? When everybody wound up in a ditch?
Oh, yeah.
But
Yeah.
Roglic crashed in the Tour.
Yeah, then he crashed again after that. So his training was kind of screwed. He was a non-issue.
Right.
Vingegaard was like...
He was showing signs of brilliance, but never really had his time.
No, and I don't think anybody really expected him to show up and be a hitter there.
Right.
Let's see. I like Wout, but he's injured, so I don't know how much to expect from him. I tend to prefer Wout over Van der Poel, just
Okay.
because, I don't know. You kind of,
Your gut instinct.
in pro cycling, you have to pick one or the other. You don't even
Okay,
You don't even, of the cyclocross people, it's like either him or Pidcock.
Well, how do you feel about Pidcock?
Pidcock's a whiny little bitch. That's how I feel.
I mean,
Wow! Where did that come from?
Been drinking since 3.
He's been drinking. I heard he's been drinking since 3. That was great. That was awesome. I don't know where to go from that one.
wow.
Wow.
Yeah, I think Pidcock's in a weird position where
Wow.
his goals for the season with Ineos didn't make a hell of a lot of sense. And it's like, okay, he won Olympics. He won
Yeah.
Mountain bike.
he won-
Mountain bike.
Yeah, he won
cross
Olympics
country.
cross country mountain bikes, and then he won. There was some road race he won, right? Was it one of the classics?
That's a good question.
Was it?
I want to say you might be right, but I can't think it. Was it like Amstel or something like that?
No. Has he won Amstel?
I don't think so.
I don't think so.
I don't think
Strada
so.
Bianca is what he won.
No. Pogačar won Strada Bianchi this year.
Previous year, I think.
I don't know.
Fuck, I forgot. He won something. Anyhow,
He won the Olympics.
I think as long as he's focusing on mountain bikes, it's going to be hard to be a GC rider on the road. And I don't know why they were thinking that he was going to be able to do both of those things.
I think the mountain biking is kind of and I could be wrong, but is an afterthought in that like all of his training and everything just works for cross country. Like he's not specifically, like honing his craft and everything to be specifically changing his training or anything to do something in cross
Because
country.
he continues to perform off-road, but he
right.
hasn't shown much on the road. And I think that the efforts are very
Showing
different.
Hey, did he win a stage?
Not this year.
Last year though he did, didn't he?
No, because
Ineos didn't.
no, Ineos didn't win a single stage.
Oh gosh, man. Yeah. All right.
Yeah. Never mind the fact they've won, 8 tours?
They're so off the radar now.
Oh, I mean, I would put
They're
them...
not winning stages. They're not winning the GC overall. They like
I would-
Geraint Thomas just retired.
Oh, did Thomas retire?
I think he
You think Luke
did.
Rowe? Luke Rowe retired.
Luke Rowe did, but I think Thomas has come back one more year. That's what I heard.
Yeah. Yeah, I think Thomas is back one more year.
Well, with that said,
More.
for the 3 o'clock boy,
That's a good one.
He's going to have opinions all evening.
I love it. I love it. I absolutely love it.
So who's your 5 favorite?
All right, let's talk about. I
Did we
like
get to
Wout.
5 with you?
I think I made it a 3. We're good.
Okay.
I like Wout. I like that he can sprint. So can Vanderpool. But
Yep.
something about Wout, he's a little bit more reckless, which in a good way. I think maybe reckless isn't the right word. It's more chance taking and more. I could be wrong, but that's my gut feeling about him. Is like he's willing more to take risks.
I think they're much more differed riders than people like to try and compare them as, because a lot of what Wout ends up doing is more teamwork related stuff.
Yeah, but I really appreciate that like he goes
Oh, for
off,
sure.
he'll drag these GC guys up some crazy mountain where he has no business being there.
Oh, yeah.
And then rubs elbows at 45 miles an hour to go for the green, you know what I mean? Like I dig that. And Vanderpool does too, but not in the same way.
I think it was 2 years ago. He wound up winning a stage and a sprint. He won on
A mountain stage.
He won a mountain stage and then a TT
time
also.
trial.
Yeah, it's pretty amazing. I like that.
Which, as far as versatility, I don't think it gets a lot better than that, unless
And then he'll throw down
unless
his-
it's the guy he hates.
Yeah.
But I haven't seen him win any real sprints yet.
Wow.
No, Pogacar.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. No, it's always like a mountaintop sprint or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a Roglic or a Mike Matthews sprint or something.
Yeah. Like Matthews sprint. He's better than that.
No, he's great. But the thing is, like, you don't put your money on him in like a flat sprint,
dead flat.
But if
coming
it's
into
like
Paris-
if it's
Paris.
a 3% drag, all day long.
Yeah. Like he's
nobody-
right there. I like Remco too. I think he's really interesting. I still think we haven't seen the best of him. He's still pretty young.
I like him. I hate his fans.
Do tell.
I think that the Belgian cycling fans who just make him out to be like Jesus Christ on a bicycle. But then the moment he does or says anything that might be vaguely against what they want for him, they all turn on him and just act like a bunch of dickheads. That said, then you watch.
I think they're just passionate fans, and they're
Sure.
like very like, you know.
But it's annoying.
I like him. I like the power he puts out. I like that he's changing the sport in terms of his aerodynamics. He's the one that had that crazy position on the bike, and some other guys do too. But he's like a high-profile guy where he's so freaking low, and you can barely see his eyes coming over his hands, and he's buried in there. And it's like they're having to change the rules because he's hooking his pinkies on the ends of the bars to get his hands up. Like, he's one of the main guys that really got that. And he won the world champs because of it, you know, things like that. So,
Except for when Pogacar did.
right. But
Because-
Pogacar is a different situation. Like, that's just,
He just decided with 100K to go, he wanted to just kill everybody's day.
yeah, like he's got that pure talent where Remco's more of a little bit more raw and more.
No, I think Remco's going to get much better as he ages because he'll start to learn to use the people around him more to his advantage in
Sure.
more of a subliminal
Sure.
way.
Yeah.
Because watching World
I don't
Champs,
know if it'll ever be a pure enough climber to mix it up with those guys, though. I don't see that.
this
I
year
don't
at the
see- I don't
Tour, he
think
was
he's gonna
not
be-
far off.
He's not far off, but I don't see it like where Vingegaard and Pogacar like have another gear that they almost look like they're having a cup of coffee and then they're like, I'm going to attack. Or Remco's like, oh my God, I'm hanging on to this wheel.
Okay.
I don't know if it's going to change that much. I mean, he'll get better.
Okay, high mountains.
Yes.
Who would you bet on between these two? Remco?
Or?
Enric Mas.
That is so random. I say Nairo Quintana.
Well, no, Enric Mas to me is just like more relevant. Nairo Quintana, because he's on a shit team.
Okay, well, let's talk about some of the dark horses that never became bright.
David Gaudu.
Let's talk about what's
Who's
his
the
name.
second coming of
Who
Thibaut
was
Pinot.
forever promised? He was on Ineos, and then now he's like forever.
Chris Froome.
No, I won't disrespect the man because he still won every Grand Tour.
No. I don't know where the Chris Froome thing.
Fuck you, RJ.
What the fuck, RJ?
Chris Froome seems like a nice dude.
Oh my gosh. No, what's his name?
Chris
that got
Froome comes to
hurt,
town, you would
and then-
100% go for
And he
a
was
ride.
always like kind of a support guy, and everybody thought like, oh, he needs to be a GC guy. Then he finally switched teams.
Oh, you're talking about...
And everybody's like, he's going to be the next GC. And then he's always like, either crashed. He was.
he was at Sky.
He
It
was at
wasn't Mark
Sky.
Soler.
No, he's Spanish or something.
Oh, shit, he's at Bahrain.
Yes. I know you know what I'm talking about.
No, not Wout
No,
Poels. Look up Wout Poels' full name. That's a fucking trip.
Okay.
It's excellent. I promise it's worth it. It's like this long.
Okay, so I got those guys. I like to watch Pidcock. I think he's exciting. He's kind of one of those. He's like a Remco in a way, but maybe a tier down.
Mikel Landa.
That's who I was
Yes.
thinking of. Landa. Where
Yeah.
it's almost like.
And he's now climbing Domestique with Remco. He's not a Bahrain anymore. Soudal got him away from...
Soudal. He's on Soudal.
Oh, interesting.
hired him away, yeah.
Because you know who they should bring back is Dumoulin.
I really like Dumoulin.
Anybody who can take a poop on the side of the
And
road.
still win the Giro
And still in the
against
Giro.
Nairo,
While everybody else
against
is
Nairo
tired.
Quintana.
Against Nairo. Don't forget.
Yeah.
You know. Yeah.
No, Dumoulin was...
Didn't he win it by leapfrogging Nairo?
well,
If I remember right, wasn't Nairo winning it and then or really close? And
I
then
think
he
he got
could
him on
not time trial at all.
No, yeah.
He never could. But didn't Dumoulin like put the nail in the coffin with the time trial?
Yeah, and then the day after, I think it was the day after the time trial, I think it was like stage 17 was when he had food poisoning, took a shit on the side of the road.
Yes.
And I think he still...
And everybody else attacked him at the same
yeah,
time. That was great.
And I think he still wound up winning.
He's still Brian winning because he had to get his whole team to kind of help him. His team was like
That was-
nobody around.
Well, yeah, and at the time, that was
Jumbo.
DSM.
Is it DSM or Jumbo?
No, it was DSM.
We don't know what the hell we're talking about.
Yeah, that was DSM because they were Team Sunweb at the time.
Yeah.
Okay, so I like Pogacar too. I know you don't, but I like him. I think he's exciting. He's fun. He's a little bit creepy and a little bit spazzy.
Huh?
He's just kind of like
Creepy?
he's a little creepy. Howdy doody creepy.
The fuck's that mean?
Like kind of like fake smiley.
He's Slovenian. He doesn't understand anything anyone is saying around him.
No, he speaks English pretty good.
Yeah, okay, but
Okay. Anyways.
Welcome to Cycling Shorts.
he's speaking his fourth language.
Yeah.
He doesn't know which language to think in. Like,
Yeah.
you'd be a little
I think he's
awkward, too.
exciting. I mean, something's going on with him because the records and the
We got the doping allegations.
No, I wasn't really going
His
there
name is
with
Carl
that.
Hinman. You can go ahead and send all of your legal summons
Yeah.
to.
No, I mean it was crazy. Like when they blew away the record at Ventoux this year.
But everybody did.
I know, and that's
Like
crazy.
the top,
and then,
six.
And then he gapped those guys who, in their own right, would have won in any other year.
Yeah.
And then he just walked away, and I was just like, "This is crazy." But then again, he's doing that all the time. So
You saying it wasn't the Colnago?
I think it was the Colnago.
Okay.
He would have been like another 100 yards if he was riding a rim brake bike. Anyways, let's wrap this one
The
up.
ghost of Marco Pantani would have pushed him up.
Yes, he should have taken his helmet on, put a skull cap on, and put these big bug-eye sunglasses.
Yes. Some wraparound Oakleys.
Yeah, that would have been perfect. All right. Anyways, cheers.
All right. Enough of our bullshit.
Yeah, we don't know what the hell we're talking about. And don't do Milan anytime tonight.
Or tomorrow.
Yeah, and make sure you like and subscribe, and we're all good to go.
Was there any history behind
No.
No, 0.
No.
We'll address
I
that in
found
the
it at
next beer.
Ralph's.
The next beer, we'll hear about the history. You didn't do your homework enough on this one.
Okay, fine.
Okay, ready?
More
We're outta
history
here.
next time.
We're out of here. Bye.